Mr. Sheets have priors?
Um, If you give me one moment, Your Honor, I'll run his information in the system.
Sure. All right, Tatiana Ramsley.
She's here, Judge, at Maine. She's approaching.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You're charged with one count of criminal mischief, $200 to $1,000. I find probable cause. Your bond is $100.
Judge, if I could be heard, in speaking with Miss Ramsley, basically she's been residing in our community her whole entire life. My understanding is this is her first contact with the criminal justice system. She's a registered voter. She lives here in Fort Lauderdale. I believe the alleged victim to the incident is her roommate.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so too.
I believe probably Your Honor may order a no contact order. Judge, if Your Honor does do that, she does have a separate place to live, separate and apart from the alleged victim. She'll be residing with her mother. Judge, she's a graduate of Carroll City High School, class of 2010. If the state can confirm that this is her first contact.
Yeah, let me stop you for 1 second.
Your Honor, I saw no broader priors. As long as there's a no contact order, to stay away from each other, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Your point is well taken. I will ROR Miss Ramsley. Order no contact, direct or indirect, with the victim in this case. She'll have to place whatever address she's gonna go to on, with the clerk's office, so that she gets any notices.
And she could go. I'm going to tell her she can go one time with law enforcement to gather her belongings. And stuff
Yes.
like that. Thank
Yes.
you, Judge. Okay.
Montreal Muff.
Mr. Muff, come on up, please. He's approaching, Judge.
Yes. Mr. Muff, you were charged with one count of lording or prowling. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $25. Does Mr. Muff have priors?
Possession of PVP from 2014, 22 months state prison. Felony criminal mischief 2011, 26 months. 96, murder in the second degree, shooting at or throwing a deadly missile, 10 years state prison.
Judge, and seeing Mr. Muff, considering this is a loitering and prowling second degree misdemeanor, he's asking Your Honor if you would consider resolving his case today for time served.
Yeah, in the overall scheme of things, it's a loitering or prowling, and yeah, I would resolve it. I would adjudicate him guilty and give him 3 days Broward County Jail with credit for time served.
Judge, I didn't. You want to resolve 3 days?
I got a job.
Judge, he has a job.
Where does he work? Where does he work?
I cut grass.
Okay.
I cut grass with Southern Lawn. I
Okay.
just got out of prison. I need this job. I won't have nowhere to stay if I sit here like this.
And he does live with his mom in Deerfield Beach, so he does have a residence. He's trying to help his mom. He has a job. He uses his income to help his mom. He's trying to get on his feet. Judge,
At a gas station last night.
All right. I'll adjudicate him, give him credit for time served if he wants to.
thank you, Judge.
All right. Sir, can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you state your name, please?
Montreal Muff.
Okay, Mr. Muff, I indicated to you that if you want to resolve your case today to this loitering or prowling, that I would adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for time you've already served. Is that
Yes,
your
sir.
understanding?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead, guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept your no contest plea, and I'll sentence you to an adjudication credit for time served. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Hector Menko.
I've been advised he bonded, Judge.
Okay.
Mr. Boucher Johnson.
Bashay Johnson.
He's here present, Judge at Maine.
How you doing, sir? You're charged with one count of violation of probation on a felony. Looks like a burglary, unoccupied dwelling. I do find probable cause, and you were to be held no bond pending your status conference that's set on Wednesday at 9 a.m. in front of the division judge. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. McDowell.
Darryl McDowell. Mr. McDowell, you're charged in 4 counts. First is grand theft auto. Second is operating without a valid DL. Third is reckless driving. And fourth is failure to remain at an accident scene involving non-serious injury. I do find probable cause as to all 4. Your bond on count 1 is $1,000. Count 2 is $25. Count 3 is $100. Count 4 will be $1,000.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, take care. Eddie Simmons?
Mr. Simmons is here present, Judge. He declined to serve as a public defender.
Okay. Mr. Simmons, you're charged with one count of possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, one count of resisting arrest without violence, and one count of driving while license suspended, third or subsequent offense. I do find probable causes to all three.
Your Honor, Mr. Simmons is out on pretrial for case number 17025-263, TC-10A for driving while license suspended. We're requesting that his pretrial is revoked.
Okay, sir, because you were out on pretrial when this occurred, I am revoking your pretrial on your previous case. That being said, if this case gets resolved, this other case, you're going to have a total of a $750 bond on that. So good luck to you, sir.
What are you issuing for this charge?
Oh, yeah. No bond on the revocation of pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Carlos Cruz?
Mr. Cruz is approaching, Judge. He declined to serve as a public defender.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Cruz, good, how are you doing? Mr. Cruz, you were charged with 2 counts. The first is trespassing or failing to leave property upon order by the owner, and the second is a violation of probation. The bond, I find probable cause. Your bond on count 1 is $25. You're currently being held no bond on the violation of probation, but you're set to go in front of the division judge on Wednesday at 9 a.m., and so that may get resolved at that time. So good luck to you, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, is it possible to work something out with the court system? I have to work. I work a full-time job Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7. You know, I missed my job today. I'm supposed to see my PO tomorrow. I got arrested under a pretense of not leaving the premises, but I did leave the premises and came back to look for my car.
Yes, sir. Don't tell me about the don't tell me about the facts of your case, because you're being recorded and that's not in your best interest. You're going to have a status conference on Wednesday. I do not have the power to negotiate, or nor will I negotiate your violation of probation. But the division judge may hear what you have to say and ROR you or otherwise dispose of that. So you'll have to wait till Wednesday for that.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
Take care, sir. Brendan Patrick.
Judge, I've been informed he bonded.
Okay, thank you. And Jeff D. Esteban?
Medical reset, Judge, I
Okay.
believe.
I think that's all I have for these. Should we go to the third look docket?
Judge, we have a 30-day docket, 30-day motion docket.
Oh, okay. Is that,
That's pro.
I am looking for that as we speak. Does anybody have one of those dockets? 30 days? This is from this morning. And then that's from this morning as well. I have 2 here. I have one. I don't know if this is.
That's one document.
And then this one.
That's another document.
Okay. All right. I've got Antonio Jackson.
Antonio Jackson.
Is that
Third looks.
That's the third look docket.
okay? Well, I don't have. Wait, hold on. Let me see what I got. Who do you have on your 30-day docket?
We have one gentleman here at Main, Judge. His name is Aaron Olivedi. Come on up, Mr. Olivedi.
We don't have any of the cases on dockets, but I can tell Mr. Olivieri, his charges were filed.
Apparently his charges were filed. So, the motion is denied.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, the thing
Judge,
about
he
it,
wants to speak to Your Honor. I told him not to speak about the facts of the case. I told him that Your Honors, for the purposes of this hearing, really there's not much to be done, but he wants to talk to Your Honor.
I was wondering if before this had happened, I was going to school, and if I don't get out, then I have to pay for the courses all over again, and I help my mom pay rent, and me staying in here is really gonna hinder that. If you could just at least please give me a bond, or maybe even put me on house arrest, I would really appreciate it. And I have a job that I was doing a lot of proactive things in my life, sir, and this is my first offense.
So don't talk about the facts, sir.
Please.
Okay. I think you probably already have a bond. I don't know what the.
No, it's one of his counts is a burglary with assault or battery that he
Okay.
filed his charge. He's held.
All right. Yeah, at this point, sir, I don't have all the facts in front of me to make a bond determination. But I imagine that since your case has been filed, you'll probably be back before me this week, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Good luck to you, sir.
He's gonna go to arraignment at this point.
Oh, okay. It's all right.
Judge,
Yeah.
excuse me, the clerk, for whatever reason, didn't get the docket, so they don't have any orders for the motion to be denied. Can we do these 30 days at the end of, after the third look, because they're working?
Sure. Let's do that.
We can't just tell them and not have the paperwork.
Okay, that's fine.
Paper trail.
That's fine. All right. Let's go and do the 30-day. I mean the third look docket, and then we'll come back and deal with all these.
Judge, on the 30-day, on the third look, we have Gary Tobin. That was the gentleman that you reset from
Right.
this morning.
That's right.
And he's here approaching. The good news, I already gave him a copy of the name of his assigned public defender, is the phone number. So when he's released, I told him to contact basically on a daily basis to see if he can get to be informed when the case he has a court date coming up.
Okay. And this, if I remember correctly, this gentleman has a case that's up in West Palm currently, correct?
Correct.
All right.
But nothing holding him or anything like that.
Right, and
he has a grand theft. He's been in custody since October 27th. And that's, I asked you if you could consider an ROR, and you would be noticed through the public defender when he contacts. And you said for me to get his name of the attorney.
Right, I remember. And this, he did not otherwise qualify for a pretrial because he has the other case pending in West Palm Beach. All right, under the circumstances, I've got 2 theft cases, and I will ROR him on this case. And hopefully he comes back and handles the case after the ROR.
Thank you very much, sir. Judge, the next gentleman we have is, come on up, what's your name, sir? Mr. Horace Crawley, he's on your third look docket. He's on page 6 of your docket. My understanding, Judge, and hopefully Mr. Lunder, he can tell me to the contrary, he was arrested on a grand theft and operating without a valid DL. He has a total bond of $1,000 on count 1, $100 on count 2. He's been in custody for over 30 days, and I believe the case isn't filed. I'd ask you if this is something to consider an ROR on Mr. Crawley's behalf.
See?
I just need one moment.
Sure.
To look over it. Yeah, Your Honor, information has been filed. I don't have an objection to an ROR.
Okay. Mr. Crowley will be ROR'd.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that doesn't mean the case goes away. If you get a notice, oh, I'm sorry.
Mike's on.
Judge, the next gentleman, what's your name? Mr. Chester Hart,
Yeah,
and he is on page 5
And-
of your docket.
and I don't know, I'm not really sure why Mr. Harper is here, Your Honor. He had 2 hearings, I guess you could say this is his 5th look, before Judge Benson last week. Judge Benson even went so far as to call his mother from the bench. His mother is not willing to take him in. I can tell you that Mr. Harper has an extensive criminal history. He's served, he just got out of prison last year for a battery on a victim over the age of 65, and he was qualified as a habitual offender. In 2011 for grand theft auto, he went to prison for 4 years as a habitual offender. He's served prison for burglary with assault, armed burglary, burg structure, burg dwelling. And the state has filed intent to designate Mr. Harper as a habitual offender in this case.
Respectfully, I would deny the motion for ROR.
Judge, my understanding, I believe Mr. Lender probably knows more than I. Mr. Harper is just advising me that he does have a place to stay, and if pretrial can verify it, he would be able, he has a valid address. He's asking me to ask Your Honor for pretrial release.
Yeah, he does not qualify for pretrial release. He's got an extensive record, and I'm not inclined to give him pretrial release. So, motion for ROR is denied.
I understand, Judge. He's not gonna do anything. Sorry about that, sir. Judge, the last person we have here at Maine, my understanding is Mr. Ricardo Matherin. He is on page 4 of your docket. Judge, my understanding is he's here on a burglary of a structure, 3rd-degree felony, and a grand theft, 3rd-degree. He has bond on $1,500 on count 1, 1,000 on count 2. He's been in custody, when I was looking at the system, since May 2nd, 2017. Originally, I believe he had a parole hold. That parole hold was dismissed. These are the only things holding him. I know he has a future court date already for December 1st, 2017. Judge, considering this is a non-violent offense, would Your Honor be inclined to releasing Mr. Matherin?
Potentially. Let me see what.
Your Honor, I can tell you, and I think this should go back to Judge Siegel. Mr. Matherin's public defender has already filed a motion for a bond modification before Judge Siegel. It's been filed, so really, he was arraigned August 11th. He is, calendar call end of late September. Just want to check something else.
Vote.
Okay. His parole had to do with 2014, he had 2 separate grand thefts. On each case, he was sentenced concurrently to 25 months state prison as a habitual offender. In 09 and 08, he had 2 separate burglary of dwellings, and he was sentenced to 54 months state prison as a habitual offender in those cases.
All right. Respectfully, I'll let Judge Siegel decide whether he wants to modify the bond, but from my position, I'm going to deny the motion for ROR.
Judge, respectfully, I understand your decision, but I just want to let you know, on the 3rd look docket, almost all the cases, felony cases that we have on the docket, they're going to be filed. They've been arraigned. They've been in front of their judge.
No, I get it.
I mean,
Well, and as you can see, there are some people I'm willing to ROR, and some people I'm not. And you know, when you've got multiple priors for the same type of behavior, I'll let that. You know, I'm not saying that Judge Siegel won't do it, but I think that there needs to be more of a bond hearing before somebody gets ROR'd on this. So.
rather than an outright release on ROR, then would you consider pretrial if they can verify his address? He tells me he lives with his godfather in Fort Lauderdale.
I don't know that he qualifies for pretrial. Does he?
Most likely with his record, probably pretrial is not gonna, they don't fall under their criteria, but not too many people do, Judge, so that's why I'm asking if Your Honor would order it.
I'm sorry, plenty of people qualify for pretrial. If their standard of now recommending people that have gone to prison recently or on parole when they got arrested, that's not, I wouldn't call that high standard.
Judge, if a person comes in on the first offense of domestic battery misdemeanor, they're not gonna qualify. That's
That's
what I
not
mean.
what we're hearing.
You hardly have people that qualify for free trial. So,
I mean, considering he's here in a burglary, and his priors that he's gone to prison recently are for thefts and burglaries,
I just don't.
and the bond is higher than the amount that Judge Tudor said are eligible for third months.
actually, no,
That's-
and I
Well-
think we're gonna get some clarification on that issue.
Yeah, I think anything under $5,000 may be in play with Judge Tudor.
Well, I'm just going by what he wrote. I mean,
I'm just going about what I heard from this afternoon or this morning when I talked to him.
oh,
So,
now he's saying 5,000.
Yeah, I'm for,
you know,
the issue that we had this morning was brought up to the people, and I think we're gonna hopefully have a whole clarification. And it's gonna be like what you said, Judge.
well, here's this. I will have pretrial look at him, and it'll be pending pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
Then we're gonna ask for a GPS monitor, Your Honor.
And if he does otherwise qualify, then it'll be a GPS monitor.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
But
Yeah.
You releasing him on pending
Pending pretrial.
GPS, but we have to verify the GPS before he's released out. So are you,
Let me tell you something.
Sure.
If you do PTR pending, if you do PTR GPS, he's gonna completely lose his bond.
right,
If pretrial cannot verify his access, then he's gonna lose that.
and this
He
is
would have to
and
go back to the video.
But if he was going to bond out by now, he would have done that.
Well, we have cases where people come across the money and
Right.
bond them out. They might sit for a month or two, but they still end up getting bonded.
Well, I mean, if that happens and he needs another look at it.
I would
That's
ask.
gonna
I would
be-
ask at least.
We would have to see if he's willing to give up that bond.
I would just ask you give him the choice on the record.
Okay.
And
Well,
just
what I would
be-
ask is, why is it that they lose, why can't you say?
Hold on for a second, sir.
You can't do one or the other with a GPS.
They're telling me one thing. I just want to make sure that the gentleman knows. If I make this pending pretrial and he does not meet pretrial, then he's going to lose the bond that's already in place. So if somebody wants to bond him out, he's not going to be able to do that. I think that if somebody was going to bond him out, they probably would have done it already. But I just need to know from him on the record if that's what he wants to do.
and if he does not have someone to live with, then we can verify that's
Right.
reachable, then he will be sitting.
Right, and pretrial's saying that if they can't verify that he has somebody to live with that will accept him in, then he's going to be sitting.
Where he can stay, because sometimes
Yeah,
when you
where,
get out
yeah,
there,
where he
say
can,
he
where he can stay, because he's going to be on a GPS.
All right, so any place where he can stay, correct?
Right.
Okay, let me talk to him, make sure he understands.
Okay. Fair enough.
Did we really? I guess I gotta see.
Judge, at this time, I explained to Mr. Mathram, and he is aware of the situation. Pretrial's gonna try and verify where he's gonna be living. If they verify it, great, he can be released. If they don't verify it, I told him he's gonna be sitting in custody, and at this time, he's aware.
Okay, is that correct, Mr. Maythorn?
He's a little bit hard of hearing, Judge.
Okay, so am I. Mr. Maythorn,
He has a hearing aid,
okay, do you understand, sir?
I'm kind of reading your lips on the screen, sir.
Okay, Do you understand what your attorney just said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Thank you.
But Judge, what I'm trying to determine is that my godfather, I wrote him a couple of letters and he hasn't replied, so I'm trying to figure out if they pre-trial contacts him and he says no, how about a sober or
No, sir.
a halfway house in
No,
the
sir.
meantime?
No, sir. I don't know that they're not going to be able to monitor you at a sober house or a halfway house. So it's a question of what you want to do.
Why not, though?
The judge said no.
Because he said no?
Correct. He's the judge.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, take care, sir.
So you run this bond state?
What's that? Yes.
So
We're leaving it pending. He wants you to call his godfather. And if he says no, he doesn't have any place.
You're giving him free trial.
He
Right.
And then if they verify he go, if not, he's gonna stay.
Correct.
Because technically, Ronnie,
So
he's
don't
not
put
gonna,
pending nobody.
it's not pending verification. He goes out on GPS because we have to verify.
Right.
GPS is different.
can I
Okay.
just ask, this is more from my understanding. Why is it that you can't make a phone call? That, based on what the judge is saying, why is it that if there's GPS involved, he can't do it at all?
Because we have to make sure it's legitimate also. We have a team, an intake team, goes through certain applications to verify where I'm in court. We make a phone call. It's,
Right.
no.
All right.
But what I'm saying is that once they verify, why can't it change then to that?
It doesn't change.
Let's discuss this after the docket because I know there's people waiting for us.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you have, Maine?
Yeah, I talk to you.
Judge, thank you.
No problem. Thank you. All right.
Conti, Your Honor?
Okay. All right. What do you have there?
really a lot easier to just go down the dock.
Markeith Yarbo. Markeith Yarbo.
Oh, this is a 30-day, we filed an information, Your Honor.
Okay, so
But I
you're-
guess we're gonna put these at the end.
Yeah. No. Let's
this
put
is-
these. I'm gonna call the
Yeah,
docket then.
thank you.
Hold on for me, sir. I'm gonna call your case in a few minutes. Okay. Christian Barrero. Where's Christian Barrero?
Check. One moment, Judge. He should be at Paul Ryan.
Are these are motions?
But here's the other thing,
He-
because
he's
they all
thir-
say 2:30, I don't know, maybe they didn't bring him yet.
All right. Well,
Is there a deputy at Paul Ryan? I mean, I would imagine, I see someone.
Yes, I'll check on Mr. Barrera.
okay, great.
Won't you tell me have you for one thing?
While he's checking on that, how about Antonio Jackson?
Your Honor, well, let's see where he is. He's at Paul Ryan also.
Well, according to the docket, we're running early, so.
They,
What's it now?
I said that, but
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
I'm trying.
Got Christian Barrera on there.
We're in Antonio Jackson.
And Antonio here.
Barrera.
Well, you can call Rafael Capa Melendez, he's at, Conti.
Okay.
Not actually.
Is Rafael Capa Melendez?
No, sir.
What's that?
He's not on the list that I have. We never got a, third magistrate list today.
Okay. So he's not, nobody's on your list then, except for,
No, just like, the only list that I got is,
The 30-day?
30-day motion for release.
Look how much you got Jackson in there. Yeah. I don't know. He's not showing for no night. They leave him for nothing.
Capa Melendez.
Ryan's
names.
email?
Because they were putting them all in the same document before, like the 2 days that we had.
I have a Macklemore female at the bar, Ryan.
Okay. Why don't we handle this one then?
Is this?
Macklemore, she's a
They didn't
single.
pull, hello?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Hello?
They didn't pull Capital Menendez, but his bond is 3,500, so it's over.
Yeah, okay. Let's deal with that in a second anyway.
Miss McLemore, we have not filed an information yet on Your Honor, so I have no objection to her on ROR.
Okay, I'll ROR, Ms.
Ebony
McLemore.
McLemore.
All right, ma'am. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance.
Okay.
All right?
Do you have her, Dante?
Yeah, I have her.
Good luck.
Hang on a second, hang on.
All right, we're going to take a brief recess so that we can get on the same page here.
And